She had not cried the day they left, not when her son avoided her eyes, nor when her daughter-in-law packed their belongings without a single goodbye. She had only stood in the doorway, holding the edge of her shawl, watching the dust rise as their footsteps disappeared from her life. Now, every morning before the sun rose, she sat by the window and waited, not because she believed they would return, but because waiting was the only habit love had left her. The house was silent, yet painfully loud with memories. Each wall carried her sacrifices, each corner held a forgotten prayer. She was a mother who had given everything, and now she existed only in the space where she was no longer needed. Her name was Safiya, though the world had slowly stopped using it. In the neighborhood, she was known simply as Amma. Years had folded themselves gently into her face, leaving behind deep lines that told stories no one bothered to ask about. Her hands trembled slightly now, not from weakness alone, but from the weight of everything they had once carried: children, dreams, responsibilities, and endless patience. Safiya had not always lived in silence. There was a time when this house had been full of life. Her husband's voice once echoed through these rooms, firm yet kind. Her son, Imran, had filled the air with questions, laughter, and careless joy. Back then, she believed her life had meaning because it was needed. Imran had been born on a stormy night. Safiya still remembered the rain pounding against the roof as she held him for the first time. She had looked down at his tiny face and felt a kind of love so fierce it frightened her. In that moment, she made a silent promise to God and herself that no matter what life demanded, her son would never feel unloved. When Imran was only 8, his father died suddenly. That night changed everything. Safiya became both mother and father. She learned to survive on little sleep, little food, and endless worry. She stitched clothes late into the night, took small jobs wherever she could, and ignored her own exhaustion. Each sacrifice felt invisible, but she made them gladly. When Imran cried, she held him. When he failed, she encouraged him. When he succeeded, she stepped quietly into the background. Her world slowly became smaller, shrinking until it existed entirely within her son. Years passed, and Imran grew into a man. Education took him further from home, not just in distance, but in spirit. Safiya noticed the change, but never spoke of it. Mothers, she believed, must accept distance as the price of love. Then came the day Imran told her he wanted to marry. Safiya smiled immediately. She congratulated him, hugged him, and thanked God for letting her see this day. Inside, however, her heart trembled. She told herself it was foolish to feel afraid. Marriage was happiness. Marriage was life moving forward. She welcomed her daughter-in-law, Nadia, with warmth and respect. She treated her like her own daughter, gave her space, never interfered, never complained. She believed kindness would create love. But kindness, she soon learned, does not always protect a heart. After the wedding, changes came quietly. Conversations became short, meals were eaten separately, laughter no longer reached her room. Safiya noticed how Imran avoided sitting beside her, how Nadia's smiles felt polite rather than warm. One evening, they told her they were moving to another city. Just for better opportunities, Imran said, not meeting his eyes. Safiya nodded. She told them she understood. She told them she was happy for them. She did not ask if she could come too. The day they left, she stood in the doorway, her shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders. Nadia did not look back. Imran hesitated as if he wanted to say something, but then he turned away. The house fell silent. Days passed, then weeks. Safiya woke each morning expecting nothing, yet hoping for something she could not name. She sat by the window, watching the road, remembering the boy who once ran toward her calling Amma with his arms wide open. At night, she spoke softly to the walls. She told them stories of the past, as if the house itself was the only thing still listening. Her health slowly declined, her steps became slower, her hands shook more. Neighbors helped when they could, bringing food, checking on her. She thanked them with a smile that hid how empty she felt. She never complained about her son. She never blamed him. Love, she believed, did not keep records of pain. Years continued to pass. Safiya grew old in the quietest way possible, without demands, without anger, without expectations. She lived in memories now, revisiting her childhood, her youth, her motherhood. Each memory was both comfort and wound. One winter night, she felt unusually tired. She sat by the window one last time, watching the moonlight spill across the floor. She whispered her son's name, not as an accusation, but as a blessing. That night, Safiya slept deeply. She never woke again.